It's March the 16th. There is so much news to be had. NATO told to send their warships to the Strait of Hormuz, or their future will be very bad. Private credit, $2 trillion. Big Wall Street firms lend money, not the banks. Blackstone, Blue Owl, Apollo, Ares, they made fortunes, now investors break their ranks. 40% of borrowers are bleeding cash, more money going out than coming in. They need low interest rates to stay alive, but rates aren't dropping, and that's where trouble does begin. The Federal Reserve meets Wednesday, Bank of England Tuesday, ECB on Wednesday too. When oil goes up, your prices rise, and central banks must fight that. Here is what they do. They keep the rates high so you borrow less and spend less. That's how inflation cools down. But that's exactly what kills private credit. Cheap loans are what they need, and instead they're gonna drown. Private credit drowns, but here's the scary part. It might just drag the whole economy down. $3 trillion hiding in the shadows. No one knows what's lurking underneath that gown. They grade their own homework. Jamie Dimon says one cockroach means there's more. And finally India talked to Iran. 2 ships can go through the Hormuz to their shores. India's foreign minister hopes that others can do the same. This is not financial advice. Follow for news sang at you every day.
Also, billionaire Peter Thiel is giving lectures in Rome on the Antichrist in opposition to the Pope.
It's March the 17th, St. Paddy's Day. Let the festivities unfold. Bitcoin's down 40% since October. It might not be digital gold. And the president postponed his meeting with China, even as their economy is beating what analysts foretold. Karg Island in the Persian Gulf, 90% of Iran's oil ships from this one place. Tension there pushed crude through the roof. Diesel's nearly $5, now the bill is in your face. Fertilizer's up 35%. It comes from the Gulf. Spring planting's getting rough. Your groceries will cost more, your flights will cost more, the whole economy's getting tough. A drone shut Dubai's airport down, a world travel hub with all flights ground. Dubai stocks have lost 19%, 21 billion gone. Investors are astounded. The BIS, the Bank for Central Banks, says markets will fall and rates will climb. Central banks are stuck, fight inflation or save growth, can't do both at the same time. Saudi Arabia's wealth fund, the PIF, was parking trillions in the USA. They cut their holdings by a third, 12.9 billion left, the money's walking away. CRH, Ireland's biggest building company, said London, we are done. Packed up for the New York Stock Exchange. London's losing everyone. This is not financial advice. Now put down your phone and have some fun. And follow for news sang at you every day. It's March the 18th. A key U.S. anti-terror director quit, said Iran was no imminent threat. Fund managers made the biggest run to cash since COVID, and the week has barely started yet. Bank of America surveyed the big money. Cash jumped from 3.4 to 4.3%. Fastest move to safety since the pandemic. Every fund manager knows what it meant. Holding cash means selling stocks and bonds and parking money where it can't go down. When the smart money runs for safety like that, it means fear is spreading all over town. Half of all software company loans are rated B-. That's one step above junk. Lenders think AI will replace these businesses, and the whole market's confidence has shrunk. JP Morgan's holding 30 billion in buyout debt. They're trying to sell. When nobody buys, the bank gets stuck. That's a hung deal, a banker's private hell. But one sector's making money. A drone company called Swarmer just went public, up 500%. Ukrainian startup, 100,000 missions flown. Every defense dollar spent. Fuck heat up. 34 defense stocks are on fire. 4.3% in cash, 500% in drones. Fear and greed have never climbed higher. This is not financial advice. Don't forget to stay hydrated and follow for news sang at you every day.
It's March the 20th. The White House posted SpongeBob SquarePants. Wanna see me do it again? A cartoon used to promote their recent actions while supply chains break and bend. Roslafan sits in Qatar. It makes more liquefied natural gas than anywhere on Earth. Liquefied natural gas means they cool it and ship it. European and Asian industries know what it's worth. Iran took the whole thing down. Brent crude spiked to 119, up 10% that day. Then Israel's leader said this ends soon. Oil dropped back, traders lost both ways. But here's the part less shown. That same plant makes 30% of the world's helium. Helium cools the lasers cutting AI chips. It's premium, no helium, no new chips. TSMC, Nvidia, Samsung. On a 2 clock, one plant goes dark, and the entire tech supply chain hits a block. Now flip the script while old supply chains crack. Uber says we'll build what's next. 1.25 billion into Rivian, electric self-driving tech. 50,000 robotaxis will be hitting roads in 2020. Supplies are cracking, but at least your driver will no longer steal your day. This is not financial advice. Stay hydrated and follow for news sang at you every day.
You wanna see me do it again?
It's March 21st, look around, we are finally in spring. Blackstone posted a monthly loss, alarm bells are starting to ring. Airlines are shutting routes across the Middle East. KLM, Turkish, British Airways done. The airspace is closed, planes reroute around Africa. 5 extra hours, not fun! European jet fuel doubled in a month. Prices that make a pilot whimper. Canceling people's flights left and right. 40% of Easter plans gone with the winter. Bonds, 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 bonds. The UK bond rate just hit 5%. The highest since 2008. Government bonds are a safe investment. They pay you back at a guaranteed rate. But when inflation hits and surpasses the bond rate, smart move is to sell. Then the government increases rates to get investors back. That means interest hell. Banks put interest rates above the bond rate since you are the riskier choice. Mortgage payments go up, car loan payments go up. You better rethink that Rolls Royce. But at least investors are waking up. Energy security is the play of the century. X-Energy make advanced nuclear reactors, now listed on the Nasdaq as XE. Tesla's buying $2.9 billion in solar equipment, shipping it to Texas by the fall. 100 gigawatts of clean energy made in America, so one straight can't choke us all. But it's all subject to Chinese government approval. They control the solar tech exports. So America's clean energy future might just depend on Beijing's call. This is not financial advice. Follow for news sang at you every day. This is not financial advice. Follow for news sang at you every day. The UK just announced their own SNL, if you can imagine it. I'd be surprised if that doesn't turn out shit. It's Sunday, March the 22nd, and I'm not gonna lie, the news this week hit different, so let me tell you why. The president said reopen Hormuz or your power will go. Iran fired at bases on the Diego Garcia archipelago. To reach the base, 2,500 miles were flown. That means London, Paris, Berlin are in reach. The world just dropped its phone. Both
rockets missed the base, but the message hit the mark. We can reach you anywhere, a warning clear and stark. In the US, the TSA is quitting working with no pay. ICE takes over airports Monday. I'm sure that'll be okay. Looking at the markets, tomorrow reports say energy's on the rise. Exxon, Chevron, Shell expected to do well. No surprise. Gold fell from its highs, the safety play just fell apart. And the VIX, how scared the market is, it's off the chart. This is not financial advice. Always recycle